How's it going, everyone? My name is Tyler Valencia, and welcome to another episode of The Breakdown. We're going to be going over the Concept2 Rower for at-home fitness with this one. So let's talk a little bit about the company, Concept2. So they make rowers, they make bike ergs, they make the skier, really cool pieces of equipment that are really functional for having an at-home gym. When I was doing a little bit of research for this breakdown, I actually dived into a little bit of their history, and I thought it was pretty fascinating. They started off back in 1976 when the owners made some composite racing oars. These oars are now supposedly some of the best on the market. Roughly 5 years later, the owners then created the Concept2 indoor rower, which became a very popular at-home rowing device. So a big piece of the breakdown is always talking about the price point. So the Model D on Amazon right now is going for $1,268. Kind of pricey. I'm gonna throw out there that make sure you check out the secondary markets, check out your OfferUps, check out your Facebook markets. I will say that I got pretty lucky. My wife and I, we got very lucky with keeping our eyes open on Facebook Market when we tracked down this baby, and we got it for a fraction of that. Let's now jump into the positives of the Concept2 rower. The first one, and it's probably the most important to me, and it's the one that always pops out of my mind, is that there's a smooth track when you row. Comparing it to some of the other rowing devices that I've used at gyms or even the water models, I always found those to be a little bit clunky, especially the water ones. When you have those ones and you're rowing, it almost feels like, and this could be dependent upon how much water is in there, but it almost feels like it's almost like a stop and go sometimes with this. The Concept2s, in my opinion, they're just so smooth. This track, which you do need to maintain, but that's so smooth and so easy in the process of it, the way that they have it set up, that it's great. It makes it easy to jump into it and enjoy it. The next one is the tracking ability. With the monitor system, you can make different profiles. They have games on there. They have a lifetime miles. You could always reset these things. It's really good for if you are tracking your miles, if you're not using some type of device, you could always just keep them in your monitor. The next positive is that it's easy to store. I've already said it 3 times, but I keep coming back to it because it is really easy to store. If you go to the back end of it over here, you lift this baby up and it stands up tall. And that's one of the ways that you can transport it, because it has wheels on the front, is that you could put that in the corner of your garage, you can put it in the corner of your office. It's easy to store and it doesn't take up much space. The last positive that I'm gonna mention now is that there's a huge community. If you go on Facebook, you type in Concept2 community, I think that's what it's called, but it's huge. Tons of support on there, positive. They do challenges. I think they even do medals in some categories, but it's pretty cool if you check it out. Huge community, people that are willing to break down your technique if you're new to it. Those are all positives in my mind. If you have never rowed before, you're looking to get into it, it interests you, you want to try something different, a community that welcomes you and is willing to help you out with your technique. I can't tell how many times I see people post, oh, can you help me with a technique breakdown? And people chime in on it, which I think is just fantastic. Negatives now. I only have one negative, and it's one of those ones that's kind of funny to me, but it has to do with the foot placement area. Once you appropriately put your feet in there, depending upon how big your foot is, but also your level, all those things matter when you are setting yourself up in a rower. But once my feet are in there, there's not much space with my legs, I'll say. I have a little bit bigger thighs, and so it doesn't fit well within a rower sometimes, and things get a little bit smushed in there. That's the best way I'm going to describe it. That is my only negative. Other than that, and that could be put across a lot of rowers, not just this Concept2. I've experienced that with other rowers as well, with my legs being in there. But that is my negative of this device. Bringing it all home now. And big question, should you purchase this? I am going to give it a medium thumbs up. I say medium because you really should be motivated to do rowing or get into rowing if you want to purchase one, not just for the cost, but because it's something that can be challenging. I'll admit it. Rowing is hard. If you have never done it before, you're new, it's challenging, but it can be a great workout. So if you do want to get one, yeah, awesome. Go out, get one, order one from Amazon, or get one off of Facebook Market, totally jump into it. But if you're just like, oh, that's kind of cool, maybe I'd use it. I would just try to find something else. Try to find something different out there. That's been this episode of The Breakdown. If you're interested in more at-home fitness workouts or breakdowns, make sure you check out this video on the Power Block adjustable dumbbells, or check out this one on the Core Home Fitness adjustable dumbbells.